We're gonna do this as we play.
2020 was going to be a big year for Sydney singer-songwriter Georgia Mooney.
15 years.
At the end of February this year, moved over to the UK to make some music in the Northern Hemisphere. It was all very exciting, and I've definitely been looking forward to it for a long time.
Now she's back in Sydney recovering from COVID-19, which was diagnosed in late March soon after she returned from London.
If I knew then what I know now about the virus, I would be really scared. I went to hospital once for severe shortness of breath and a feeling that my throat was closing.
Almost 4 months on, Georgia is still unwell.
I have daily chest pain and shortness of breath and a feeling of a constricted chest. I'm a musician and I'm a singer, and I've not been able to really sing very much at all because of the breathing issues. So that's hard to grapple with, whether or not there are long-term effects on the heart and lungs.
There's clearly an important minority of people, even following so-called mild illness, that have these ongoing symptoms 3 and 4 months following initial presentation.
Georgia has joined a study at St Vincent's Hospital in Sydney involving 100 people who've had the virus. It's looking at the long-term effects of COVID-19 and why it takes some patients so long to recover.
The first possibility is that the virus itself could have directly damaged particular parts of the body, organs. The second possibility is that it may have triggered an immunological response or an immune disease. So we've seen before that many infectious diseases can cause autoimmune type diseases.
I just talked on the phone for half an hour, and this is the result. I'm quite breathless from talking and feel quite dizzy and lightheaded.
"730 met Mirabai Nicholson-McKellar back in May. It was day 66 since her diagnosis. She'd tested positive for COVID-19 3 times.
Maybe. It's been this crazy roller coaster. I take 2 steps forward and then 1 step back.
Mirabai is now past day 120.
I'm not doing so well this week. The recovery's been extremely up and down, and I've had a really bad migraine, and I've had sort of severe headaches for a week.
While Mirabai is slowly improving, the fatigue, poor concentration and other symptoms continue.
I get shortness of breath when I exert. I get some chest pain still and tightness in my chest, and I've been having quite bad, this last week I've been having really bad nausea and like gastro problems again. Sort of like you just never know what's going to happen. It's like I don't remember what normal feels like.
A significant proportion, somewhere probably between 15 and 30% of people who are participating in the study report at least some symptoms that are lingering even 30, 60, 90 days after their initial illness.
A trial at the University of California in San Francisco is studying the clinical consequences of COVID-19 infection. So far, it seems that age or fitness level is no indicator of which patients will suffer ongoing symptoms.
And it's going to be incredibly important to understand whether these symptoms are actively harming somebody's body and whether there are treatments that need to be administered to counteract that, and also the effects on their lives, because managing the symptoms is going to be critically important, even if there's not a perfect solution to eliminating them.
You had fatigue and headache as well, is that right?
Yeah, I had quite a bad headache.
Professor Greg Dorr and the team at St Vincent's hope to have preliminary reports in the next 2 or 3 months. He says this group of patients will need ongoing support.
The impairment that this virus and this illness can have in terms of people's individual lives, their ability to work, just their quality of life can be considerable. So even if it's a minority of people that have those effects, that can add up to being an enormous public health burden.
I mean, it just feels so far off being able to go back to work full time. I mean, I'm hoping that I'm immune. I'm hoping that I start to recover a bit quicker and I don't have, long-lasting damage.
Wish I drove a car so I could take you home.
Georgia Mooney is also trying to remain positive.
It's been 4 months without singing and I can't wait to just bust out. That'll be really satisfying. And of course I'm longing for live music to return and for us all to be sort of feeling a little bit like we're not walking around with a rock in our chest so much anymore.
Take me home.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.